What's up, everybody? Finally made it. I95 Motorsports. This is Olive Oyl. We finally got her finished. We didn't think we were going to do it, but we got it done. It's Monday. We'll be loading it up in the truck on Wednesday. So we're going to make 5 videos. We appreciate you guys watching every one of our videos so we can show you exactly how we went about building this car. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Alright, so this morning we got a 1973 Caprice Classic. We wanted to break down the whole entire car to you. This car came from Texas. Pretty clean car. As you can see, the motor compartment's fairly nice. It doesn't look like the tray is rusted, so we probably won't have to fix the wheel well on it. Nose looks good. Hood looks nice. No bends in it. We know the convertible top already works because we enjoyed that yesterday. Probably be changing it. Nice gaps on it. Push up a little bit. What we notice is there's some small amount of rust down here. A little bit of bubbles. We'll take care of those. But definitely the first thing we're going to do is change the door pins because the door is off. We'll get that right and line that up. This quarter doesn't look bad. There might be something going on if you notice that the molding is bowed. It's got a gap here, so that means something's going on right here we'll have to address. Oh wow, inside all good. Inside all good, no rust. That's awesome on that one. Trunk jam looks pretty good. This is gonna have to come off. This is a nightmare. Quit doing this to your trunks, man. Hinges look good. I can't really tell about the floor. It's all dynamatic. This is the only one we see. As you see, somebody put some screws in this, and we'll take it out. We'll fill the holes. We'll have that fixed. We think something's going on here. There's a little bit of rust here, but I think it's surface. If you notice again, there's a big bow right here. There's a gap here and a gap here. So the bottom of this fender will have to be addressed. Wow, this thing is great. There's no rust in the wheel wells. That's the surface and that's edge rust right there. But these cars all have that. Bottoms of the doors, we pretty much checked the bottoms of the doors. The bottoms of the doors are good. The jams look pretty good. That's the hole I was talking about yesterday. We might have to replace this door panel. They didn't put the screws back in it. And they put it back together. We'll adjust this door too, because obviously... Oh, this one just needs to be adjusted. The pins aren't bad. That one just needs to be adjusted. Otherwise, the car looks pretty good shape. A couple dents in the moldings, we'll have those fixed. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, the car's in really good shape. It's got the custom mirrors, you already seen those. So yeah, we're gonna try to make the car as easy as possible. It'll be a full frame off. It's getting an LT4. Have coilovers, custom suspension, new fuel lines, new brake lines, new steering box. It should be nice. We'll put a glass back window. Got a plastic window, which most of them came with. So this is a 1973 Caprice Classic. Watch our progress on the car as we build it. Like the video, subscribe. And we'll actually show you every process we do on this car. Alright, so this is Steven 73. Yesterday we did some disassembly from it. Took the side moldings off. We did find a little rust down here. the bottom of the quarter panel. So this will be something we have to address and fix. Otherwise, inside is all pretty good, all the way around. We realize there's something here, the dent or something right here. There's no rust on that. The bottoms of the doors were really good, so there's no rust on the bottom of the doors. This fender has a little bit of rust here, so we'll address that. Come around, the hood looks pretty good, the nose is pretty good. We took the lights off. We're gonna take the emblems off today. You see, we basically took the side moldings all the way off so we could see what we had there. These 73s, the molding comes all the way to the front, so you can see these are all original holes. And that'll be a decision whether the customer wants it to go all the way back to the front or stopped here. Usually we stop them here. That's just the South Florida thing. Need some front fillers in the front. This one's cracked, so we'll address that and fix that. Nose is really good. It's got like one dent in it. The hood's good. It's got a couple in it. One there that we noticed. And as you come around the car, same holes all the way down. This fender seems to be pretty good. We didn't notice anything on that. The door, once again, is pretty good. There's a nice little dent in it. We're peeling everything off, taking the door locks and everything off. Same thing with this side of the car. The jam seems to be good. A little bit of something right here starting to come up. As you can see, it's bowed out a little bit, so there's probably some rust right in there. It feels like it's separating down at the bottom. But once again, the inside of the wheel well is all good. No quarter changes, none of that. So that's where we're at with the car. That's our update. The next thing we're gonna do is body mount the car. Get the body mounts on it, get it lined up, make sure it's good. Then we'll do doors, pins. The trunk seems to be pretty good as far as alignment. The hood seems to be pretty good as far as alignment. We'll have to see whether or not he wants to do the billet hinges on it, front and back. So that'll take some more modification in itself. We'll get the bumpers off, get the weather strippings off. Car's really in good shape. All right, this is a 1973 Caprice Classic that came in. It's Olive Oyl's the name. You've seen us take it off the trailer. You'll see in this video all the stuff we do to the car, such as doing all the body mounts first to get the car lined up, disassembling the whole car, addressing rust on the fender, addressing rust on the quarter panels, addressing rust in the floorboard. All of that has pretty much been taken care of. Like, subscribe, comment on anything we're doing. Anything you want to see, we'll show you. It's Monday. We've started stripping it down to bare metal to see what we got. As you can see, somebody fixed the fender in its lifetime. So this is what we've done covered with the whole fender. So this will have to be something we fix and address. On this side, we're stripping it, but we also already filled the hole on this side. We'll fill the rest of them as we go down. This is where we're at on this car. We've already filled the holes in the fender. We still have to fill these down here. Right now we're changing out the body mounts. Pretty much stripped the car down to bare metal. We got to finish pulling the stereo out so we can get the marker lights off the back. As you can see, the rust there. We've aircraft stripped the whole sides, the back. We've already taken the doors off. Doors are fairly clean. They have the studs still on them, so we're gonna put them back. We still have to strip the edges, but otherwise they're pretty clean doors. No rust on them. They've all been treated. shipped all the old weather stripping, seam sealer. We got the weather stripping out. We got the seam sealer off here. We still got to clean this jam out. Right now we're stripping the hood. We put aircraft stripper on it first. We get it to start stripping, and then we finish the cleaning up with the DA. Dave's changing all the body mounts out. We're gonna knock all the jams out. We're gonna fix the pins in the doors, get the whole car lined back up, stripped, pretty much primered, and then we'll go from there. So this, we're stripping the trunk. As you can see, we found rust on the edge of the trunk. We'll fix that. We're stripping the paint out of the hole, getting all the lacquer off of it. That's the biggest problem with this car. It's covered in lacquer. We've already stripped the back of the trunk. We've already ospoed that. Now we got to come in and clean that up and make it look like the top of this. As you can see, all this. This is how we have it done. We're starting at the bottom, getting ready to do the sides. But as you can see, the bottoms of the doors are great. Like, really good stuff on this car. We've already changed all the body mounts. These are all the old body mounts. Tops of them, we put all new bolts in. We didn't use the factory bolts, we used our own bolts. New body mount kit. We like the grade 8, but this is what basically we're replacing it. This is one of the ones we took out. See? All new body mounts. Now when we line the car up, it'll line up properly, and we don't have to worry about nothing being off. Got it completely stripped. This part of the jam, we're gonna get it, go ahead and get it 2K'd. Once we get it 2K'd, then we'll remove the top, the interior. We're just trying to get the body sealed up now. Already got the doors, those are 2K'd, those are gonna go back on the car. We're gonna come in and do this jam, finish up this jam. We're stripping the inside and the underneath of the nose still. This is the back of the hood, back of the trunk. All this has already been stripped and 2K'd. Bumpers off. As you see, the bottom of the bumper is completely rusted out. We're gonna have to have those re-chrome plated, even the bottom of those. That's the floor we're getting ready to put in the car. We got that delivered today. For us to section this whole thing in than it is to do patch panels, and it'll look more original. So we'll just bust that at the seams all the way around and put that whole section in with the back section in. We'll take this piece off. We'll use the original in the car, but we'll have that sandblasted first so we don't have to worry about it. So everybody wonders why bumpers are such a pain in the ass. As you can see, these bolts are stripped. We've tried everything in their mother, so we've started cutting them. As you can see on this bumper, we had to cut that one, we had to cut that one, we had to cut that one, we had to cut that one. This is what holds the molding on. These bolts are behind that, so we had to cut all those to get the bumper separated. Now on this one, I'll be cutting this off. So I'll show you all what I have to do to get to that one back there. It's way under there. And then you gotta make sure you don't cut the goddamn bumper. So you gotta be a goddamn surgeon with this thing. See, I pretty much took it off all the way. Now I can pop them. This is the worst one because no matter what you do, it flies back at you. That was rusted at the bottom, has already been taken out. We're welding it in now. Hot welding, not over top. Then we'll fix this. This is what we're finding now. The floor has screws holding the pieces, the patch panels on it. So we're taking the patch panels out of it. Sides of the bumpers. We have decided on this fender that because it's so damaged, it's going to take more time to fix it than to just find another one. We found another fender that's in really good shape, so they're supposed to bring it over to us so we can replace this. Rather than spending 6-7 hours of work on this part of the car, we'd rather just buy a fender. It'll be cheaper for the customer, and it will have a nicer fender rather than one with a million holes in it. We're working on. As you can see, we're pin pulling it so it'll be straight. There's a little bit of imperfections right there, but this is how we do our doors to make sure that they're flat. So we're pin pulling. As you can see, we're pin pulling. Now we'll come back to your body work on that. That is the bumpers disassembled. Those will go to chrome plating. The trunk has still stuff that has to be fixed on that. We'll be fixing this stuff on this trunk. We'll show you what it looks like after we're done. It's all the way over here. There's even a hole there. As you can see, we got the doors pretty much ready to go. The trunk's ready to go. Move the whole floor out of the car. Where are we going to seam it back? We're going to do a factory replacement. This is our floor. Got a small spot to fix after we sandblasted it. Nice. This is the whole floor. To replace the floor that was in there that was rotted out. Now this we're gonna etch primer, then we'll cut it how we want to cut it to get it in the car, and then we'll section it in the car. We have the floor out now. We've actually split it at the seams. We're gonna go ahead and treat this. We'll show you some pictures of we're treating that. We have the floor already disassembled. That's the floor. So we'll weld all those holes back up and weld it back in the car like they did factory. This is the new fender we got for the car. As you can see, it's in much better shape. It's only got a couple little spots that are dents actually. Actually better condition than the ones we had. All right, this side of the car, you can see we already started doing the blocking. Marked where the skirt goes. We fit the skirt. We're actually fitting in the molding now, making sure it's flush all the way around. It fits nice. Actually the bezel. This is the bezel for the marker light. We've already fixed the rust over here. This corner's been fixed. Went ahead and welded that, cut the rust out. This section here has already been welded up and fixed, grinded. Has a little bit of stuff on there so it won't rust until we get to it. So that's the car, that's where we're at on this car. We're getting ready to take the convertible top out of the car. After we take the convertible top and stuff out of the car, we'll remove the rest of the stereo system. We kind of wanted to make the car still run. Right now we're putting weld through. We're putting weld through so you can weld all this. And then we'll put 415 in the middles to keep that from any further rusting. See, we put the weld through primer. That's where the areas will be welding. There we put 415. Stop all the rust on the inside. Now we're getting ready to put the floor into the Fender on. We got it all fixed at the bottom. We went ahead and moved it for the 26s, just in case he doesn't know. We've already pulled the motor out of the car. Started notching the fenders for the hinges. Put the hinges on. Next thing we'll do is put the wheel wells in, modify the wheel wells. Put the trunk hinge, fillet hinges on. Get the trunk lined up so it can be married together to do body work. Sort of like you see these edges married together. Body work. Second block. First thing, Monday morning, we pretty much got each car body worked, all the lines. Everything is lined up. We have a little bit of area to address down there. Today we're gonna bust the whole front of the car apart, start doing the firewall. Then we'll move to doing the suspension work on the car. And we'll give you an update after we do that. All right, so y'all, this was the first video we're gonna put out. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't wait. We're gonna start putting them out one right after another. They're gonna be there for you to see the whole process of building this car. We finally did it, we're done, we're out of here, we're getting ready to load it on the truck, and we're gone.